Hi, Buff. My name is Erin Keith. I am an elementary school computer science teacher in Fayette County, Georgia. I'm a big fan of yours. I have seen you at GAETC, and I really appreciate your nuggets. I'm going to show you a little bit about MADlearn. This is a resource that I use here at school, and my number one goal for technology and computer science here is to provide a world-class education for our students. And I think it's really incredible that our elementary schoolers can say that they have designed functional mobile apps. And we do that through MADlearn. So let me show you a few of our student samples. So we get to use MADlearn for school improvement projects. This was one of our first that I asked two of my very skilled fourth graders to complete for me. But we have a very large school and some of the new teachers did not know each other. So they developed this app for teachers to get to know each other and kind of get the lay of the land when they came into our school. So we have it divided into departments. And when you click on one of the departments, each person is represented as a flashcard. So you can see their face and you can see their role. And then they also included a map to help everyone sort of get around the school and figure out where the people are that they need to meet and they need to see. On an academic level, we have used MADlearn to help students review specific concepts to support academic content that's happening in class. This one was specifically a grammar review. It was created by a fourth grader and it's called Glamour Grammar. You can see how we've used the flashcards again to help with vocabulary, but we've also linked to external resources. I believe this one is a vocabulary video. To help support students understanding the grammar. This was specifically that they needed for Georgia milestone preparation. All right, they've even included a little self-assessment here, specifically about spelling. All right, this is one that we are working on this year. We recently became a Leader in Me school, and part of Leader in Me is that students develop their own leadership notebooks. And so these apps serve as portfolios for students. And at the end of the year, we have all our parents come in and they get to meet with their student, and the student talks them through all of the successes that they've had throughout the year. This year, our older students, fourth and fifth grade students, will be sharing their portfolios digitally through MADlearn. So this is one that we've recently started. The student has designed the background and the logo using Canva, and then they're using MADlearn to actually create the screens and link the screens together. So you can see here that we have an About Me section. And then I also created a certificate for the students who have successfully used MADlearn. So we will continue to add accomplishments within their learning section of their portfolio. All right, another fun one that we did is we had the outgoing fifth graders create apps to introduce the incoming fifth graders to their teachers. So this was fun because I asked students to tell me everything that they knew about their teacher toward the end of the year. And then they gave them a little bit of a write-up just to give the incoming fifth graders a heads up of the teacher that they were about to meet, including pet peeves. So this was funny. Some other ones here we have, and this is my favorite part, is that in computer science, I get to teach them how to use this software, but then I really encourage them to continue using outside of computer science. So this was not a project that I guided them through. These students specifically are part of something called the Adventure Project with Georgia Tech. And so they created a device called Track It, and then they were using MADlearn to present the app that would be part of Track It, that would be in conjunction with the physical hardware. So they tell you about the actual item, and then you can see where they've included the GPS feature, and then they also added some music that you can listen to as you're using the Track It. One way that I have used it is actually for myself. So just like the portfolio I showed you for Leader in Me, this has been a really great way for me to introduce myself to other people. If I'm interviewing for something, I can include my mobile app in the interview. And I actually used our 3D printer to create a business card. And this QR code right here scans directly to the app. So that's just another cool way that you can incorporate multiple aspects of computer science with 3D printing and then also with the mobile app. So this is definitely not just for elementary students. There are so many ways to level up your app development skills, you can incorporate AI. That's not something that we do at the elementary level, but you can. You can use actual text coding, so CSS, JavaScript to build your app. The way that we do it is largely code free. But as the students get older, we start to transition toward that code so that students are getting the skills they need in order to be successful in middle school. So it's just a really awesome product that students are proud of, parents are proud of, and there are so many ways to stretch student ability within the app. You can take your really youngest learners and have them actually build a functional app. And then you can take some of your more skilled computer science students and push them to develop their skills as well. So thanks for listening.